Hi, I'm Paul Seal from codeshare.co.uk, and today I've got 5 short tips for you. I'm starting to get into just giving out tips. I find that when I listen to podcasts like codingblocks.net or, oh, there's one for you, there's a tip, or JavaScript, Jabber, and things like that, I find that some of the useful things are at the end. Obviously, the podcast is useful itself, but at the end of the podcast, they give out tips. So I've decided that I'm going to do more videos where I give out tips of good resources, places to look, tools out there for you guys as web developers, and not always web development, but mainly about web development. So this video is another one of those, and I'm going to start off with this one called Slick. So this is Slick. You've probably heard of it. If you haven't, then you're in for a treat. This is the last carousel you'll ever need. So first of all, before I go any further, I've got to give credit to my former colleague, Stuart Fowler. He was the one who introduced me to this, and we use it all the time. It's a really good slider, and it's ever so easy to use. And it allows you, like there, you can do single item slider, so you can imagine a big block on your page and you just scroll one by one. You can do multiple items, so you can do a list that move at the same time, or you can do one by one that moves. This is a responsive display, so if you change the screen size, it adapts to the size. And you've got variable widths as well, this is quite good. And adaptive heights, so sometimes you might have some content below the image and that might need to change between the slides. Data attribute settings, what's this? Right, so you can put some, so instead of it being in the JavaScript for the settings, you can actually pass it in as data slick. Center mode, I quite like this one where it sort of highlights the center item. Then we've got lazy loading, so it'll actually pull through the image only when it's requested within view. So that's quite good. Autoplay, obviously most carousels are going to have an autoplay setting. And then you've got a fade, classic transition there. And then you can add slides and remove them. So this is really good. And now that's going to slide between the ones that I've added. Or I could remove one and just have it 2 lots of 3. So that's good. And filtering, what's this one? Filter slides. Oh, right. So maybe you've got, like my blog, and I might want to apply a filter and put all my posts in some sort of slider, and you click the filter, and instead of it being all, it might just be Umbrico related or JavaScript related, and that can filter that for you. And the code is pretty simple to apply. You can use all these samples on their site. You've got destroy if you really want to be that guy. So you can, yeah, turn the slider off. Slider syncing. Oh right, I like this. So there have been times that, say you've got like a film strip here, and then you've got the main image there. So it happens in Microsoft Word. They've got that sort of, Microsoft Windows. In the Explorer view, you can see your images with the film strip below, and then the big preview of that image up there. And then right to left. What's that? Note the HTML. Oh, is that? I'm not sure what that right to left is. Might be something to do with the different country. Say in Arabic, that's a right to left language rather than left to right. I'm not sure. So to get started, all you do is you've got some content on your page. You decide where they're going to be, so they'll be in divs. On this example, you've got a link to the style sheet, link to the JavaScript, and then you initialize it with a document ready. And then, so at the end of it, if you wanted to, you could just copy and paste this, and then resolve any of these. You can download it basically, and then to resolve these URLs, because this is obviously relying on that Slick folder to be local to wherever you've pasted this code. So that's Slick. So that's a really good slider. I suggest you go out there and have a look. I think you'll find it useful. Next, I've got watchmecode.net. So I'm a server-side mainly. So some might call me a full-stack developer. I've done videos about that before. So yeah, I can keep my eye in on quite a lot of the development stack, and right from the gathering requirements and planning out phases right through to the delivering the site. I don't really focus on the front end, but I like to understand it and be able to edit it and things like that. And I've noticed that coming up a lot more is JavaScript. So now people are doing JavaScript on the back end. So I'm a C# developer. I identify myself as that .NET C# developer. So when I saw that JavaScript was coming along, I've got to be honest, I thought to myself, JavaScript's not a proper language. I've got to be honest, I did used to think that. It's just one that you pick up when you get started in development. But sure enough, it really is. It's turning out to be one of the biggest languages taking over. I think it probably will take over Java, where that's on over 3 billion devices and things like that. JavaScript can basically run anywhere. Now it's server-side, client-side, and Derek Bailey, he's got a site called WatchMeCode.net, and he does screencasts, so you can watch his videos where he's teaching you about how to write JavaScript, how to work with Docker, how to use RabbitMQ, how to he's got all these other series, and basically he did a guest post for me recently. But if you go to his site and you sign up, you can enter a code. So let's say if you sign up for the annual subscription, you can enter a codeshare. I've arranged it with him, and you will get a month free. So you get $17 off. And you might be put off by the price, but please don't be. They're excellent courses. Let's just go back to what it says on his pricing plans page. It gives you, on the monthly plan, you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you don't like it, you can get your money back. And on the annual subscription, he's got a 90-day money-back guarantee. So see below for details. Is saying if you don't like the content, refund. If it wasn't what you were expecting to learn, he'll give you a refund. And if you couldn't find the content you need, he's going to give you a refund. Whatever the reason, he'll give you a refund. He's so sure you're going to get value out of this. So yeah, if you want to sign up for WatchMeCode.net and have a look at the courses that he's got on there, they're fantastic courses. So yeah, don't forget to use the code codeshare. Next is Affinity Photo. So one of the designers who I work with, her husband is a developer for Serif, and they've produced recently Affinity Photo, Affinity Designer, and their design software to rival Adobe and Photoshop and InDesign. And basically they're really taking the design world by storm, and they've not only got it on Windows and Mac, they've now come out with one of the best ever professional, like loads of professional features on an iPad. So in a design editing software on an iPad, Affinity Photo is now available on the iPad, and it's about 20 quid, I think. Yeah, $19.99. Just honestly, even if you're not interested in it, just go. They were on the keynote speech at WWDC. So just have a look, and just, even if you've not got any intentions of buying it, just watch the video, see how good it is. I've got it for desktop, and I love it, and I'm not even a designer. I just like to play about with it. I've done a video when I was playing about with the in-painting brush tool, so have a look at that, see what you think. So yeah, but watch the video for the iPad, it's amazing. Another tip for you is the stock image search tool that I've got on my website, codeshare.co.uk. I use it for all my blog posts. Basically, I looked around on the internet for free sites, so where they're giving you free, royalty-free images that you can use for anything, basically. So there's a big list of them. These ones at the top are my favourite, but there's more down here. So you can go after those and search them. But I also decided that I'll create an easy way to search quite a lot of them at once. So let's say you want to look for something, I don't know, a boat. You can tick the sites that you want it to look in. I've managed to be able to integrate with their search on those sites, you see. So if I do boat in the text box, and then this will go off and it will open new tab. So if you do decide to use this, remember to allow, when it might say pop-up blocked up here, just allow pop-ups from codeshare.co.uk, and that will then allow these to open in a new tab. So let's search and select the sites. You see 4 tabs have opened. So the first one here, we've got boat images. And so yeah, you can download this. Just double check the license, but most of them, I put them on here because they were sites that I found were royalty free. Negative space, more here. Just watch out for the sponsored ads. These are actual ads. These are actual results, and they intermingle adverts. I mean, it's no big deal, but just be aware of that. Then you've got Unsplash, one of my favourites. More images here, brilliant. Just click the download. I can use that. And if you've got Affinity Photo, you can edit that as well. And then the other one I like, stocksnap.io. So yeah, so the tool here was on my website, codeshare.co.uk, in the tools menu, stock image search tool. Have a look. It's really useful, and it saves you a lot of time searching for images. So the other thing is gist. So if you've got a website and you like to put code snippets on your site, well, then why not use a gist? So the idea is you can write your code snippets within GitHub gists, and then you can put that code snippet on your page by linking to it. So it uses a script to embed it. So if we go into this one, I did this for somebody today, and I can embed it by using this script. Now if you're using Umbraco, I've created a package recently. So if we go to our Umbraco and we go to projects, I did a project to make using this a bit easier. So using gists. So this gist shortcode embed, it allows you to basically just use that sort of syntax. It puts a macro on the site, and so when you're editing the content, you can do it inside a rich text editor, or you can do it in the grid, and you can add this gist macro, and then you just put that in. So you'll have the ID, which will be this part here, and then the file name, which will be that part there, and then but mine is a .js, and then you just put that file equals that, put it using the gist, and then that embeds it for you there, and then it puts the script tags in for you. So that's it really. They're all my tips. I hope you like them. If you did like them, please click on like, subscribe to my channel, and feel free to leave any comments and share the video with others. Let them benefit from these tips as well. And if there are any tips that you'd like me to mention going forward or have a look and review, then put them in the comments as well, and I'll try and collate them and make more videos giving out these tips. All right, thanks for watching.